This is my 10th video on Textile Journey by Ilya. And I want to look back. I want to look to my tapestry weaving time. Between 2014 and 24, I made a few tapestries, gobelin weavings. I learned a technique from Johanna Meijer. And it's a quite demanding craft. So my question is, will I ever do tapestry weaving again? You start with a, how do you say it? Proeflab is a Dutch word, so like a skill of proof. In this piece, all the techniques that you use in a tapestry you learn are in this cloth. In the end, you make your first picture. So this is your first attempt. I have been teaching this myself. I had 4 students, and to be honest, and there are more reasons to it, there's only one person who finished it. Because gobelin weaving, the classical way, according to the 13th and 14th century method, it's demanding, it's time consuming, it asks really discipline, and you make decisions within the centimeter, which has consequence for later on. So it's it's not an easy craft. I love it still. So this is the first step that you actually do. So I'm going to explain. Okay, I can explain now because we work on the back. Classical ways, you work on the back. Nowadays, they do everything, and that's fine. I'm not judging that. But if you do it the classical way, you work on the back. And actually, you do it crosswise. Only this piece I didn't do. I learned it not crosswise. I didn't wove it crosswise. But the other pieces, we all wove crosswise. And that's actually the reason that in the old days, if you want to have a tapestry in a castle like a width of 10 meters, you can't have a 10-meter loom. So you have a 1-meter loom or a 3-meter loom. And if you do it crosswise, you can put a warp on it, which is 10 meters. So you learn it on the back and actually crosswise. So this is the first step. So I will show you some different combination in colors because the few students that I have and the one of my teacher are a different color combination. After that, I got an assignment of my teacher to do a detail of a middle-aged carpet, which was quite small. And that was my actually first piece that I made, these 2 birds. It's made with hand-spun and hand-dyed wool, also with silk. And in it, it's like it has a language, a visual language. And in those days, they used a lot of hachures. And hachures is this. One other reason why it was handy to wove crosswise is if the tapestry is about the battlefield, people, or about nature, trees, or buildings, there you have a lot of lines that go straight up. It's way easier to weave those lines like this, and then you turn it around. Because if you weave them straight up, then you have to connect them to another color besides it. And then you have to knot it every time, which is a lot of work. Anyhow, you will need to do that. But the lines in a normal picture, there are more lines going straight up than going vertically. So that's another reason why they wove crosswise. So my birds. Then my third assignment is a piece of Lurçat. And Lurçat, born in 1880, something like that, 1887, I think, and then until 1960. And he put tapestry weaving back on the card. It was gone because when the photography came, it was way easier to make a detailed picture of the battlefield or the hunting party or whatever they wanted to have on the wall in those days. So the lot of work and a lot of craft that went into tapestry was slowly, actually when photography came, it died actually very fast. So, and he brought it back. And one of the things he said was, we are not going to color with 30 different kind of reds or 30 different kind of blues or yellows. We are going to have 3 nuances of red, 3 nuances of green, 3 nuances of yellow. So the visual language, he changed. When I first saw Lurçat, to be really honest, I was shocked. I learned a lot of it. I will show you this one picture. This is Lurçat. Not the colors that are mine. I changed the colors. But the language of Lurçat, the visual language of Lurçat, is quite tough. And also not all of the pupils or the students that my teacher have done Lurçat. I think most of them didn't do it because it's quite heavy language that he made. But I learned a lot of it. And what I learned was I had to let go of my perspective of what is beautiful. It was more like not what I wanted to work on, but more like, what is he telling me? So I really went into Lurçat, and I'm really grateful for it because, I don't know, it touched my heart, it touched my mind, it touched my soul. So in the end, I'm very happy that I made this. And it was a tough job. It was a really tough job. First of all, I decided the colors myself because I found it in the end in a picture of him. And it is really a small dog on a boat that is crossing over the water with more animals. And it's more like beige colors. So I printed the picture in black white. No, I got it from my teacher, the design. Her teacher, or she drew it already. So that is a great gift because that's also a lot of work. It's a duck with a cock feet. Okay, then, so, and the last assignment was an abstract. So I had to interpret a collage into an abstract. Wool, silk, something explodes, and still the question is there, will I ever do tapestry weaving again? So for now, I leave it to the question. It's a beautiful craft. It's also high demanding. My teacher, she's now 81. She asked herself the question when she was 12. She discovered the spinning wheel and wool, and she was making her own thread. She's still doing it today. And she asked herself, what is the highest thing that I can do with wool? And her answer is gobelin weaving. I really like that answer. But the question remains, will I do it again? I do know that I carry this technique with me, and I'm very glad that I learned it. So if you have any questions about tapestry weaving, classical tapestry weaving, please leave a comment and put your question there. I will give you an answer as far as I know. And so it's not a goodbye about tapestry. It is, I really want to put it out there like a marker. I did it. I know it. I have been through the technique all the way. So there are more techniques that I like. I'm a more like multi-passionate person in textiles. So follow me on my journey if you like it. So subscribe and like, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.